November 15th, 2001. Unanswered prayers. This is an email from Peter saying, Carole, what a beautiful note. I am enamored in the gift that God has given us both. You would not believe the level to which you please me. I love your ways, your demeanor, your words, your voice, your noises. That is so important, your passion noises. Your mother, your love for family, your daughter, and her feelings for you. I am so lucky that you passed my way and that we are together on this way and the depth that we are. I have one regret that my tongue. I'm not going to talk about that. I wish to be intimate with you like that. I'm not being shot at. I think my neighbor is using a nail gun on his roof. At least I hope that's what's happening. Sorry about all the noise out there. One of my volunteers just came running out here because they thought I'd been shot. And that's them probably again going, ah! What is that? Back to the diary page. You are so important and so right to me. I love you, Peter Kent. And then this is a poem that I wrote to Peter saying, Unanswered prayers. A dark, deserted, dreary place was once upon a time this heart, where sorrow lived without a trace that joy had ever been a part. My soul was cold and froze the tears that otherwise would choke me sure. Engulfed was I with all my fears, and no longer could I endure. I prayed that God would send for me and tend to those I'd leave behind. No longer did I want to be in contact with the humankind. But thank God for unanswered prayer or answering and saying no, but rather sending one to share the greatest love I'd ever know. He sent an angel, kind and strong, a gentle man with laughing eyes, who'd cause me to forget the wrong done unto me through others' lies. His warmth would reach my very soul, and spark in me eternal flame. Without him I was never whole, but with him I can live again. That was for Peter, written by me. And then it says, Thursday was the first night of one of my typically horrific periods, and my head felt it would just blow off my shoulders as Peter was eating dinner. I asked if he would be willing to try the acupuncture and figured I wouldn't notice any extra pain and said sure. He asked if I would be willing to try acupuncture, and I figured I wouldn't notice any extra pain and said sure. He set up what he calls the pleasure altar, a collapsible adjustment table in the living room, and began to work his magic. When he was through, the jet engines in my ears had been silenced, and I felt like I was drifting in and out of my body. When I drifted in, the abdominal cramps were so bad I would almost jump out of body to escape it, and that was working for me. I told Peter what I was doing, and he asked me to lay on the floor. He manipulated my abdomen and some pressure points on my feet and ankles, and in seconds the cramps were gone. I haven't had one since, and yet I am bleeding profusely, as always, and passing clots that usually make me want to scream in pain. He showed me how to do the acupuncture for his back and how to burn moxa on the needles. It was an incredible evening of giving relief and caring for each other. It was like any other lovemaking I have ever known before. He has such a beautiful spirit, and I want to be engulfed by him.